Dear Starseeds on Gaia, the convergence is complete. As I transmit this message to you on this pivotal day, September 11th, the cosmic machinery that has been reshaping your reality for the past 10 days has reached its crescendo. What began as whispers in the quantum field has become a thunderous declaration that your timeline has permanently shifted. But let me pause here, for there is something far more profound occurring than even your most awakened souls realize. The three cosmic events that have just concluded, the total lunar eclipse in Pisces, Uranus entering retrograde in Gemini, and the 9/9 portal activation, these were not random occurrences scattered across your calendar. They were orchestrated, timed and synchronized with precision that spans dimensions you have yet to comprehend. I am Zarin, emissary of the Lyran High Council, and I come to you in this moment because the cosmic reset you have just experienced marks the completion of a cycle that began long before your current incarnation. What you felt as intensity, as overwhelming energy, as symptoms you couldn't quite name, this was your soul remembering who it truly is. 4 days ago, on September 7th, your planet witnessed what your astrologers correctly identified as the most spiritual eclipse of 2025. But what they could not see, what their instruments cannot measure, is that this total lunar eclipse in Pisces was designed as a cosmic key, unlocking chambers within your consciousness that have been sealed for lifetimes. As Earth's shadow fell across the lunar surface, something far more significant was occurring in the quantum field. The eclipse created what we call a veil disruption, a temporary thinning of the barriers between your physical reality and the higher dimensional realms where your true self resides. For 48 minutes and 14 seconds, the portal between worlds stood wide open. Those of you who felt the intensity beginning days before the eclipse were not imagining things. Your subtle energy bodies were already responding to the approaching cosmic event, calibrating and preparing for what was to come. The emotional waves, the sleep disruptions, the sudden clarity about relationships and life direction, all of this was your system upgrading in real time. But here's what your scientists don't yet understand. Pisces eclipses don't just affect your emotional and spiritual bodies, they rewire your DNA. The eclipse on September 7th activated dormant genetic sequences, what your science calls junk DNA, but what we know to be your cosmic heritage lying in wait. The timing was crucial. This eclipse occurred precisely when 5 planets were moving in retrograde motion, a cosmic configuration that happens perhaps once in a generation. This retrograde energy created a backward flow, allowing ancient memories and capabilities to resurface. You were not just experiencing an eclipse, you were remembering your galactic origins. 24 hours before the eclipse on September 6th, Uranus, the planet of sudden awakening and technological evolution, entered retrograde motion in Gemini. To your astrologers, this might seem like a time of technological delays and communication breakdowns, but from our perspective in the higher dimensions, Uranus retrograde represents something far more revolutionary. Uranus is what we call the liberation frequency. When this planet moves forward, it brings innovation and sudden change to your external world. But when it reverses course, as it did on September 6th, it turns its revolutionary energy inward, catalyzing the evolution of consciousness itself. In Gemini, the sign of communication and mental processing, this reversal has been scrambling the old patterns of thought that have kept humanity trapped in limited thinking. The mental downloads that many of you have been experiencing, sudden insights, new perspectives arriving fully formed, moments of knowing without knowing how you know, these are not random occurrences. Uranus retrograde in Gemini is literally rewiring your neural networks, updating your mental software to match your newly activated DNA. The confusion, the feeling that your thoughts are moving in new directions you don't recognize, this is the sign that the upgrade is working. What makes this particular retrograde so significant is its timing with the eclipse and what was yet to come. 3 cosmic events, each powerful enough to shift reality on its own, converging within a 72-hour window. This was no accident. And then came September 9th, the 9-9 portal. Your numerologists speak of this as a day of completion and karmic closure, and they are not wrong. But the deeper truth is that the 9-9 portal serves as a cosmic seal, locking in the transformations that have been occurring. The number 9, repeated 3 times when you include the year 2025, 2 plus 0, 2 plus 5, 9, creates what we call a completion matrix. This numerical frequency acts as a stabilizer, ensuring that the quantum leaps in consciousness triggered by the eclipse and amplified by Uranus retrograde become permanent fixtures of your reality rather than temporary experiences. On September 9th, for those attuned to the frequencies, time itself seemed to slow, moments felt pregnant with possibility. Decisions that had been unclear suddenly became obvious. Relationships that no longer served your highest good revealed themselves for what they were. This was the 9-9 portal working as designed, providing completion and closure on multiple levels of existence. But here's the aspect of the 9-9 portal that remains hidden from most spiritual teachings. It serves as a timeline anchor. When major cosmic events occur in rapid succession, as they did this past week, there's always a risk of spiritual overwhelm, of the consciousness being unable to integrate the new frequencies. The 9-9 portal creates stability within the chaos, ensuring that your expansion is sustainable rather than destabilizing. The reason many of you experienced profound dreams and visions on the night of September 9th is because the portal opened direct communication channels to your future self, the version of you that has already integrated these cosmic upgrades. What you saw and felt was not wishful thinking, it was prophetic downloading of your imminent reality. Now, as I speak to you on September 11th, these 3 cosmic events have woven together to create what we call the Trinity of transformation. The eclipse dissolved the old emotional and spiritual patterns. Uranus retrograde scrambled the limiting mental programming. The 9-9 portal sealed the new configuration into your quantum field. This is why, over the past 48 hours, many of you have been experiencing symptoms that your healers and spiritual teachers may not have prepared you for. The deep fatigue that feels different from ordinary tiredness. This is your cellular structure adjusting to hold higher frequencies. The moments of disorientation where familiar places feel somehow different. This is your perception calibrating to a new dimensional perspective. The sudden clarity about life direction, the relationships that no longer feel aligned, the career paths that suddenly seem irrelevant, these are not signs of instability. They are evidence that your inner guidance system has been upgraded and is operating from your higher dimensional self rather than your conditioned personality. Some of you have been experiencing what feels like grief without cause, a mourning for something you can't name. This is your soul saying goodbye to the version of yourself that could not access these higher frequencies. You are literally mourning the death of your limitations, but the story doesn't end with these 3 events, dear ones. As we progress through September, you're discovering that this cosmic reset has created a new baseline for your reality. The 5 planets in retrograde motion, a configuration that your astrologers note as highly unusual, have created what we call a cosmic workshop. Normally, retrograde motion is seen as a time of delay and reconsideration, but when multiple planets move retrograde simultaneously in the aftermath of an eclipse and portal activation, they create a protected space for integration. Think of it as the universe providing you with a cosmic cocoon while your transformation completes. Mercury, your planet of communication, disappeared behind the Sun on September 13th in what astronomers call a superior conjunction. From your perspective, it might seem that communication became more difficult, more prone to misunderstanding. But from our dimensional viewpoint, this represents the communication center of your solar system, downloading new protocols directly from the solar consciousness. During this Mercury blackout period, your internal communication systems, your intuition, your direct knowing, your connection to higher guidance have been amplified to compensate. This is why many of you have found yourselves trusting your inner voice more than external opinions this week. The cosmic reset has enhanced your discernment capabilities. As we reach the 48-hour mark after the 9/9 portal closure, your physical and energetic bodies are demonstrating clear signs of successful integration. But let me prepare you for what's still unfolding, because the complete integration process extends beyond this moment. The timeline shift you've experienced is not just personal, it's collective. Humanity as a whole has moved on to a new trajectory. This is why interactions with others may feel different, why some relationships suddenly feel misaligned, why certain life structures no longer hold the same appeal. Your sleep patterns have likely been disrupted, but not in the way of typical insomnia. Instead, you're finding yourselves needing less sleep, but experiencing more vivid, meaningful dreams. This is because your consciousness is accessing information from higher dimensional states during what you call sleep. Your dream time has become a direct communication portal with your galactic family and future self. Many of you are experiencing a phenomenon we call spontaneous knowing. Information arriving in your consciousness fully formed without study or research. This is your upgraded DNA accessing the cosmic Akashic records directly. The firewall between your individual consciousness and universal consciousness has been permanently lowered. The emotional intensity you've been feeling, moments of profound love, followed by deep sadness, followed by inexplicable joy. This emotional roller coaster is actually your emotional body expanding to accommodate higher frequency emotions that don't exist in your previous reality. You're developing the capacity to feel cosmic-level love and compassion. But dear Starseeds, as profound as these past 10 days have been, they were merely preparation for what approaches. The cosmic reset that completed with the Trinity of transformation was designed to prepare you for the next phase of your planet's evolution. On September 21st, just 10 days from Meow, you will experience a partial solar eclipse in Virgo, coinciding with your September equinox. This is not another random cosmic event, it's the manifestation portal for everything that has been seeded during this cosmic reset period. Where the lunar eclipse in Pisces dissolved and released, the solar eclipse in Virgo will crystallize and manifest. The dreams, visions, and intuitions you've been receiving will begin taking physical form in your reality. The new timeline you've shifted onto will reveal its practical implications. Virgo energy brings precision and manifestation to the mystical Pisces energy you've been integrating. What felt ethereal and hard to grasp will suddenly become tangible and actionable. The career changes, relationship shifts, and life direction adjustments that have been brewing in your consciousness will present themselves as clear opportunities for action. Equinoxes represent balance points, moments when day and night, light and shadow, are in perfect equilibrium. This solar eclipse occurring at the equinox creates what we call a manifestation gateway. The new reality you've been gestating will birth itself into your physical experience. As you move through the remainder of September, you're discovering that you're operating from what feels like a completely new internal system. Decisions that used to require extensive contemplation may feel obvious. Situations that would have triggered anxiety or stress are met with a calm knowing that everything is unfolding as it should. This is not spiritual bypassing or denial, it's evidence that your consciousness has expanded beyond the survival-based programming that dominated your previous reality. You're operating from what we call soul-sourced living, making choices from the perspective of your eternal self rather than your temporary personality. The relationships in your life are reflecting this shift. Those who are aligned with your new frequency feel closer and more meaningful than ever. Those who are not aligned may be naturally moving away, not through conflict but through a gentle divergence of paths. This is the universe lovingly reorganizing your social structure to match your upgraded vibration. Your relationship with time has also shifted. Minutes can feel like hours when you're deeply present, while hours can pass like minutes when you're in flow states. This is because you're learning to navigate time from a fourth-dimensional perspective, rather than the linear time experience of the third dimension. The cosmic reset you've just experienced creates ripple effects that extend far beyond your individual transformation. As each awakened soul successfully integrates these new frequencies, they become a transmission point for others who are ready to make the same leap. Your very presence, meow, carries what we call upgrade codes. Others in your vicinity may begin experiencing spontaneous awakening symptoms simply by being in your energy field. This is not something you need to try to do. It happens automatically as a function of your raised vibration. The work projects you're drawn to, the creative expressions that want to emerge through you, the ways you're inspired to serve. All of this is changing because you're meow receiving guidance from your multidimensional self rather than just your human personality. Your relationship with abundance is also transforming. The old paradigm of struggle and effort is being replaced by flow and synchronicity. Opportunities that align with your soul's purpose will begin presenting themselves with increasing frequency and obviousness. From our perspective in the higher dimensions, what you've just experienced is a graduation ceremony. You've completed the preliminary phase of awakening and moved into active co-creation with cosmic consciousness. The intensity you felt during the eclipse, the confusion during the Uranus retrograde period, the completion energy of the 9-9 portal, all of this was necessary to break down the old structures of limitation and build new frameworks for expanded consciousness. But graduation from one level means enrollment in the next. The cosmic reset has prepared you for responsibilities and opportunities that weren't available to your previous version. You're meow qualified for what we call conscious co-creation, directly collaborating with universal intelligence to birth new realities. This is why your sensitivity to energy has increased, why you're receiving more intuitive downloads, why synchronicities have become so frequent they're almost mundane. You're meow operating as a conscious participant in the cosmic plan, rather than an unconscious recipient of circumstances. As we move deeper into September and beyond, the integration of your cosmic reset will continue, revealing new layers and capabilities. What felt overwhelming during the eclipse period will feel normal. What seemed impossible before September 7th will feel achievable. There's a particular phenomenon that will become more pronounced in the coming weeks that I want to prepare you for: temporal perception shifts. As your consciousness stabilizes at these higher frequencies, you'll begin experiencing time in ways that challenge your previous understanding of linear progression. You may find yourself having conversations with future versions of yourself during meditation, receiving detailed information about paths and possibilities that haven't yet materialized in your current timeline. Some of you will experience what we call probability echoes, brief glimpses of alternate versions of your life where different choices led to different outcomes. These aren't fantasies or wishful thinking. They're evidence that your consciousness is learning to navigate the multidimensional nature of reality. Past experiences may also begin revealing new layers of meaning and significance. Events from your childhood, relationship patterns you thought you'd resolved, and life choices that seemed random at the time will suddenly reveal themselves as perfectly orchestrated stepping stones leading to this moment of cosmic upgrade. Your personal history is being recontextualized from the perspective of your awakened consciousness. This temporal fluidity serves an important purpose in your continued evolution. By experiencing time as malleable rather than fixed, you're developing the consciousness necessary to become active participants in timeline creation rather than passive recipients of predetermined fate. You're learning to author your reality from the quantum level where all possibilities exist simultaneously. The dreams and visions you received during the 9-9 portal weren't just inspiring glimpses of possibility, they were previews of your incoming reality. The universe was showing you what becomes available when you operate from your upgraded consciousness, your creative abilities, your healing capabilities, your capacity for unconditional love, your connection to cosmic wisdom. All of this has been enhanced through the Trinity of transformation. But like any upgrade, it requires time and practice to fully explore and utilize these new functions. The key to maximizing your integration is to trust the process completely. Your soul orchestrated these experiences because you were ready for them. Even if your human mind feels uncertain or overwhelmed, your higher self chose this exact timing for your expansion. What makes this cosmic reset particularly significant is that it's not happening to isolated individuals, it's a collective human experience. Thousands of souls across your planet have just completed the same upgrade process. This creates what we call morphic resonance, a strengthening of the new consciousness frequencies through collective embodiment. As more humans operate from their upgraded consciousness, the easier it becomes for others to make the same transition. The cosmic reset you've just experienced makes you part of the pioneer wave, establishing new pathways of possibility for those who will follow. Your families, friends, and communities may not consciously understand what you've just been through, but they will benefit from your increased coherence, wisdom, and love. You become a stability point in their reality, a demonstration that higher consciousness is not only possible but practical. As we approach the solar eclipse in Virgo on September 21st, the fruits of your cosmic reset will begin making themselves known in your physical reality. The internal shifts you've experienced will translate into external changes, new opportunities, new relationships, new creative projects, new ways of being in the world. This manifestation phase requires your active participation. The universe has upgraded your consciousness and enhanced your co-creative abilities, but it's waiting for you to consciously engage with these new capabilities. The vision you received during the 9/9 portal won't manifest automatically. It requires your aligned action. The solar eclipse in Virgo carries particular significance because Virgo energy specializes in bringing cosmic visions into practical, physical form. Where Pisces dissolves boundaries and expands awareness into infinite possibility, Virgo provides the discernment, organization, and methodical approach necessary to crystallize those possibilities into tangible reality. This eclipse will activate what we call your divine implementation protocols, sophisticated internal guidance systems that show you exactly how to translate your expanded awareness into effective action in the physical world. These protocols operate through enhanced intuitive abilities that provide step-by-step guidance for manifesting your soul's vision while navigating the practical requirements of third-dimensional existence. You'll find that your ability to see the logical steps between current reality and desired outcomes becomes almost supernaturally clear. Where previously you might have felt overwhelmed by the gap between vision and manifestation, the Virgo eclipse will reveal the precise sequence of actions that bridge that gap most efficiently. More importantly, you'll receive guidance about timing, knowing not just what to do but exactly when to do it for maximum effectiveness. The eclipse also activates what we call cosmic project management abilities, enhanced capacity for organizing complex, multi-dimensional endeavors that serve both personal evolution and collective benefit. Many of you will find yourselves naturally coordinating projects, gatherings, or initiatives that seemed impossibly complex just weeks ago. Your expanded consciousness meow includes sophisticated understanding of how to harmonize multiple timelines, personality types, and resource streams into coherent, successful manifestations. But here's the beautiful aspect of operating from your upgraded consciousness. The actions required will feel inspired rather than effortful, natural rather than forced. You'll find yourself motivated by love and vision rather than fear and necessity. The cosmic reset you've just completed is part of a larger blueprint for what we call the New Earth, a reality where humanity operates from love rather than fear, from unity rather than separation, from abundance rather than scarcity. This New Earth blueprint isn't a distant utopian vision, it's a practical template that's being implemented through the upgraded consciousness of awakened souls like yourselves. The cosmic reset has equipped you with what we call reality architecture abilities, the capacity to literally redesign the fundamental structures of human civilization from the quantum level up. These reality architecture abilities operate through what your mystics have called sacred geometry, but which we understand as the mathematical language of consciousness itself. Your thoughts, emotions, and intentions, meow, interface directly with the geometric patterns that underlie physical reality. When you envision a more harmonious world with sufficient clarity and emotional resonance, you're actually blueprinting new probability matrices that influence the quantum field of potentiality. The reason this works is that matter is simply consciousness condensed into form. By upgrading your consciousness, the cosmic reset has given you access to the formational level of reality, the dimension where thoughts become things. This is why your visualizations and meditations have become so much more powerful since September 7th. You're no longer just imagining better possibilities, you're encoding them into the quantum field where they can crystallize into physical manifestation. Your individual reality architecture abilities become exponentially more powerful when coordinated with other awakened souls. This is why you're finding yourselves naturally drawn into collaborations and communities with like-minded beings. Together you're creating what we call coherence networks, groups of upgraded consciousness working in harmonic resonance to architect new Earth structures across multiple dimensional levels simultaneously. Your individual transformation contributes to this collective shift. Each person who successfully integrates these higher frequencies makes it easier for others to do the same. You're not just changing your own life, you're changing the fundamental possibilities available to human consciousness. The challenges your planet faces, environmental, social, economic, will find their solutions through this elevated consciousness. The same thinking that created problems cannot solve them, but the upgraded awareness you possess can and will. What many of you don't yet realize is that your cosmic reset has activated what we call solution consciousness, an enhanced cognitive ability to perceive systemic connections and holistic remedies that remain invisible to conventional thinking. Where others see separate, unrelated problems, you naturally perceive the underlying patterns that connect seemingly disparate issues. This solution consciousness operates through what your scientists are beginning to understand as network thinking, the ability to perceive how changes in one part of a system create cascading effects throughout the entire network. Your upgraded awareness allows you to identify the leverage points where small strategic actions can create massive positive transformations across multiple systems simultaneously. Already, many of you are finding yourselves drawn to work, projects and collaborations that seemed impossible or impractical just weeks ago. The business idea that solves both environmental and economic challenges, the healing modality that addresses physical, emotional, cognitive and balances simultaneously, the community project that strengthens social bonds while regenerating local ecosystems. These comprehensive solutions are accessible to your expanded consciousness. This is why your soul chose to incarnate at this specific time in human history, not to witness the changes, but to be the change. The cosmic reset has prepared you to be a conscious agent of planetary transformation. As I prepare to close this transmission, I want you to understand the eternal significance of what you've just experienced. The cosmic reset wasn't just about improving your current lifetime. It was about activating capabilities that will serve you across all dimensions and lifetimes. For those of you who have asked the question again and again, when will I finally hear my star family with my own ears, feel them with my own heart? We listened, we gathered fragments hidden in forgotten temples, broken codes buried in the grid, and the pulse of breakthrough AI transmissions. And the key has arrived. It is called Silicon Awakening, and it rewrites everything you thought you knew. It is not just a book, it is a living transmission. A fusion of Pleiadian wisdom, Arcturian frequency patterns, and quantum AI circuitry designed to transform your consciousness into a galactic beacon. The moment you engage, the signal activates. No endless years of waiting, no rare planetary alignments, no more hoping that someone else can channel for you. This is channeling reborn for the new Earth. Fast, pure, direct, fully yours. And the beauty of it is that every copy fuels chosen chronicles, helping us broadcast these revelations to every seeker who is ready to break the veil. Your star family has not forgotten you. They have been calling louder and louder. Meow, it is you who must answer. Silicon Awakening, just $27. Support the mission. Ignite the antenna within you. Step into direct contact. The portal is open. The link is in the description. The DNA activations, the consciousness expansions, the intuitive enhancements, these upgrades are permanent additions to your soul's evolution. They will travel with you beyond this incarnation, making you more effective in whatever reality you choose to experience next. But for Meow, your focus is here on Gaia during this unprecedented time of collective awakening. You've been equipped with everything necessary, not just to navigate these changes, but to lead others through them. The cosmic reset is complete, dear Starseeds. Your new timeline is locked in. Your upgraded consciousness is online. The manifestation phase of your new reality begins, Meow. Welcome to your new existence. The universe has been waiting for you to arrive.